Hi, this is Mark from Spectra Web Designs. I'm going to show you how to update text on your website. So if we go to the dashboard and we scroll down to pages, and I've just got a mock website set up and I've just got home. I built your website using Elementor, which is a great tool, as you'll see. So if you hover over and click Edit with Elementor to the page you want, and wait for it to whir into life. Here we go. You can see it's a rather garish page. I've just done my update photograph images video, so that's why it's a little bit all over the place. So we've got a bit of text here, and we've got this grayed out area. If you haven't seen it on any other videos, what that means is we've got work here that relates to, we've got information here that relates to maybe a tablet or a mobile version. And we'll go and have a look at that while we're here, because if you update one, you're going to have to update the other. It's just that sometimes when I create a website, sometimes things that I create need recreating again for a tablet or a mobile or both, just to make them look good. So we'll concentrate on this to start off with, which is the desktop version. To get yourself ready for responsive, which is the tablet and mobile versions, to the left here, if you click responsive, you can see you get the options to flick between the two here, which we'll do later. If you make any errors as you update a website, there's a history button to the left. If you click on that, we've not really done too much yet, but when we've clicked on a few things, they'll all list here. So if you've saved it and you think, oh no, I've accidentally deleted something, don't worry, come into history and chances are you'll probably find it here. And if you click down the list, it'll all suddenly start going back to where it was. So what we do is when we hover over anything on the web page, you get a blue box around it and you get this pencil mark or pen mark, which is an edit option. So we click on that. So I'm just going to show you the heading first. So really this is just a lesson in changing the text. So you click on this blue box and everything we change is to the left, and you can see the title there with a box underneath, and this is where you would make some changes. This is the test text, we'll call it, and you can see it updates there. We've got three areas. We've got the content, style and advanced. So this is where you would write your text, and style is where you would change the colors, change the fonts, change the thickness. So you can slide this around to get the colors that you want, and then from within slide here, and as it keeps it live as you're going. So if we wanted to make that a nice blue, we can just slide it around. I mean, if you really know your stuff and you know your hexadecimal numbers, you could just type it in there. I tend to use them more because I've got an art package which I normally get brand colors from, and then I will work with these numbers to make sure that websites are created to the customer's brand colors. So you can see there, that's how you update the color. And this is the same for all text, these options. So then you go in typography, and here you change the font. So we could do, pick this one. And here's you change the size. And you can slide it, or you can do it bit by bit. I tend to keep these somewhere around about 25. Text, body text like this is 15 pixels. So if we just briefly click on here, sidetracked a little bit just to show you, 15, and then on a mobile, 15 for tablet and PC. And then if you did on the mobile version, highlight it, because you can see this is for the desktop. If you change to tablet, that would then change for the tablet and change that. You can click on it and go to either, but just do it in this format to keep it simple. So it's 16 for the mobile. So we go back to the heading. Now you can change, this is 600, sorry, which is bold. The text underneath you may have seen, it was 400. And if you click down here, you can go uppercase, lowercase, capitalize. So if we want to keep it all capitals, we could on the first words. Or we go normal, which is how it was. And then we can go normal, italic, oblique. And then the decoration side of it is underlined, overline, line through, or none. So we can do that underline. And then once you've done everything, we click update. Now if we go into the body text, it's exactly the same, but I'm going to show you a few different things in relation to the body text. So we've got the content, and what you can see that there's lorem ipsum, which is this gobbledygook writing that we use just to fill spaces, but I've put a link in there. And what you do is you highlight it. Actually, I've just made it underline, but you can put a link in. So there is an option. Let me just take this right down. Probably look like that when you get it, but you can, because it will just be all one color, because the place to change the color like we did before is here, and it's a standard thing across the box. But you can highlight. So if you can see I've made it a little bold, I've made it italic, and I've put an underline. But I've also made it red, and the way to do that is I click this box, which when you highlight is called toolbar toggle, and you can just affect areas that you've highlighted. So we've made that red. I can make it orange. It's now gone orange. We could even make it we've got here green. There you go. And then you'd click save. So I'm going to stick with orange, and save as update. But if you wanted to put a link in, let me just get a link here from the Beckles Business Hub. So I copy that. God, what page was I on? Here we go. And I click this link, insert link. And you can just click on the left button, select paste. And just click this link options first, and it says open in a new window. We'll check that, and then it's fixed the link, because what that'll do, let me update, and we'll just preview it. So we look at our keyboard, bottom left, CTRL, control button, push it in, hover over here, click the left button, and you'll see it open in a new tab. So this is a preview of our website. It's not the actual live, but it's a preview. And you can see our link is there. So we hover over it and click on it. Because I put open in a new window, it creates another tab. And because what you don't want is for people to leave your website. You want them on your website. So we leave that open like that. They can always just come back and carry on. Especially if you've got a shop, you want them to stay with your shop. Again, we spoke about these grayed out areas. I'll come to them in a minute. Before I do that, I'm just going to click this text again, because one of the other options you've got, when you copy and paste text, you might have it from an email you want to put on here, or you might have it from a Word document. You're going to want to just put it in Notepad. And I'm just going to bring up Notepad. Now Notepad you can get by putting into the search bar and typing Notepad, and it will come up on your computer, as it has here. And then copy and paste. So, and put it in there, and that removes all the formatting from your Word document. So if you was to copy and paste straight from Word, it might be fine, but what you might find is that you get large spaces between each line, and that's because it's already formatted. Word's put something on there, or your email might have done. Notepad will get rid of it. So copy and paste it into here, and then copy and paste it out of here. So do exactly the same and put it in this box, and then you'll find it'll sit quite nicely. And just another thing to think about is we've gone down the fonts and the sizes of fonts and the weight, etc. But there's the line height. You can actually adjust by sliding the gap between the lines. You can do word spacing. This is quite handy if you just want to put a few words under something, if you want to space it out a little bit. And letter spacing. Can you see? So you probably won't touch it too often because it'll just distort it too much. But it gives you some idea of just some of the things you can do. That's it. I hope it's been helpful.